Hi guys, and here are 10 creepiest things a child has ever said to their parents or family, from abductions to imaginary friends. Number 1, a story from a mother called Lily B. When Lily B's daughter was 5 years old, she was going through a stage where she wouldn't listen. Once again, she didn't listen, so Lily B put her in a room. Her daughter sat there angry, but Lily B walked out of the room and closed the door. After 5 minutes passed away, about halfway through her time, her daughter started screaming a bloody murdering ear-piercing scream, while saying, "Stop it, please let me out, stop laughing at me." The girl's mother ran into the room and found her daughter scratching and banging on the door, trying to escape. She tried to comfort her while she was shaking and crying, until she heard this. "Lily, what's wrong? What happened?" Her daughter replied, "The lady." Lily said, "What lady?" Her daughter replied, "The one in that corner that laughed at me." Moments of silence. "There's no one there," said her mother. Her daughter replied, "Yes, she's right there." Her mother raised her voice and said, "Come on, let's go." Lily recounts that at the time it was just me and my daughter in the house, and I still don't know who the lady was. Number 2, a story from Iowa child, November 7th, 2014. My 5-year-old grandson that lives with me has asked for the shadow people to stop staring at him when he sleeps. He's been saying this since he was 2. I have never seen anything, and you best believe I checked into it each and every time. He said if he looks out of the corner of his eye, they move closer. The past year he has told me they come through portals. He used that word and they want to be alive again, but they can't, so they stay with us until they go home. Number 3, a story from Haley Humphreys. When my eldest son was 2 weeks old, he was sleeping in his nursery while his dad and I watched some television and listened to the baby monitor. After about an hour of silence from the nursery, we heard a man's voice talking. "Hey handsome, don't worry, you're gonna get hair on your head soon. You certainly are, you're a big boy." I was frozen in terror, thinking someone's broken in. My husband calmly put his hand on my shoulder and said, "That's my grandpa." His grandfather died 8 years before I even met my husband. We walked through the whole house, all the doors and windows were locked tight and there was no way anybody could get in. My son never even stirred. It was terrifying at the time, but now I take comfort in knowing someone else is watching out for my boys. Number 4, a story by P.A. Writer. I was tucking my 3-year-old son into bed and asking what was his favourite part of the day. His son says it was playing with that man. "What man?" his dad says. "That man," as his son points to the empty corner of his bedroom, which is on the upstairs floor of our old house. Number 5, a story from Ace Familiar. When my oldest was about 3 years old, I had a really weird dream where an alien was trying to take my son. I was lying in a bed watching this alien take him by the hand and started taking off towards the window. Here is the creepy part. I wake up to find my 3-year-old turning on the night light in our room. He turns and looks at me and says, "Oh, it's okay, mummy. The alien's gone now." I didn't sleep for the rest of the night. Number 6, a story from Rachel Says. I have a 3-year-old who says some pretty strange stuff. For example, "Last night, mummy, the very big man with big yellow eyes is looking at you." I look, nothing. I tell him, "There's no man there, it must be make-believe." My son laughs. "Oh, he's hiding now." 2 minutes later, "Oh no, mummy, you made him very mad. Now he says he will come when you are sleeping." A few weeks ago he tells me, "I'm not going to be 4, I'm going to die, and you will put me down in the hole." I tell him that isn't true, and who's told him that? He goes quiet and goes, "The man told me." But I will be scared, so after 3 nights, you die too and come with me. Number 7, a story from Nej Kid. My mum's dad died 10 years before I was born. I was about 6 or 7 when my parents divorced. The day before my mum told me they were divorcing, apparently, I was at the kitchen table drawing something while my mum cooked tea. She said I stopped instantly and looked towards the front door as if I'd heard it open. I stared for a long time, then giggled, turned towards my mum and says, "Granddad says don't worry, everything will be okay and he won't let anything bad happen." I then began humming and went back to my drawing. My mum says it's the single creepiest thing that's ever happened to her, and I have no memory of it ever happening. Number 8, a story from Jim Slam. My then 2-year-old daughter used to scream in the night and told me and my wife it was because she was visited by a lady. A few weeks later she stopped screaming. I asked if the lady had stopped coming. She answered, "No, she's just nice now. Her name is Sheila. She sleeps in my bed sometimes." A year later my youngest daughter turned 2 and started having the same screaming fits. Talking to her she described the same lady named Sheila. Skip forward 3 years, we never talked about it with our kids, figuring that it had to be some active imaginations and sibling stories. When we moved our 3 kids, including our 2.5-year-old son, the first night in the new house he asked, "Where's Sheila?" Number 9, a story from Jarsis. A few months ago my 3-year-old daughter had the flu. After she was feeling a little better, my wife took her outside in our backyard to play. My wife was sitting on the back step and my daughter came up and asked if she could play with the little girl on our slide. My wife said, "I don't see anyone," and my daughter insisted she is on the slide and she is blue. Can I play with her? My wife, now freaked out, said, "Let's go inside and make a snack." So they did. For the rest of the day my daughter kept looking out the back and kept telling me and my wife that the little Bluegill was lonely. Number 10 from Anonymous. When my son was in kindergarten, I received a call from his teacher while at work, saying he refused to go outside at recess time and was sitting there terrified. He said there was a guy named Artie who had brown hair and a brown beard, who kept telling him to "Come here, buddy," over and over while he was playing outside before school started. They reviewed tapes and didn't see anyone. It scared the crap out of me that some man was trying to abduct him, but I'm pretty sure he either sees ghosts or has a very active imagination. He also says that this guy talks to him at the bus stop or outside his window on the 2nd floor. He also refused to go anywhere near an entire half of one of our old homes when he was between 1 to 2 years old. He would just stand in the doorway and point. Well, hi guys, and that's all for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to add me to Facebook and Twitter, the links are in the description below, and if you enjoy my video then please press the red subscribe button below. I release new videos every week, and I'll see you all soon.